What versus is this? What versus is this? The celebration goes on and on and on and on. Like fish in the sea, each song creates another spawn. And the goat keep smashing into one another. The mosh is at full throttle. Celebrations for the congregation, and celebration for metal morning motivational number 50.
Hello? Who wants some miracle fish? Hello, Percalist Canaris.
Oh, my verses. Oh. What day is this? What verses is this, Sanshine?
Why? Today is Fry versus.
It's Fry versus? We thought it was When's versus.
It's the space between Fry versus and When's versus, which makes it those.
Thurs versus? Is this still Metal Week?
Yeah, it's still Metal Week. We were just getting started. Don't tell me you'll hand over the fence. Don't lay there for too long. The fence sitters will come and start building infrastructure around you.
No.
You'll find fence sitters scaffolding around you in no time.
We just need the rest of GoatVsFish. We were at the Knucklehead 4-year anniversary Metal Fest celebration yesterverses. We did metal within metal. We melded the metals. GoatVsFish was at the Hells Heroes after party in Hollywood. It was metal all verses. It was metal all verses. It's metal again. It's metal again. Oh, GoatVsFish.
Those are some nice emotes. 7 minutes and 11 seconds you have to nap, according to Patlis Canalis. Yeah, like Surgeon Feedfish, more metal.
Lysergic Freakfish in the verses.
Yeah, he's in the verses. He sends his best fish.
Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish.
Although he hasn't said whether he's goat or fish. Yeah, he sends fish.
Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Lysergic Freakfish, could you tell Sanshine what you do when someone goes down in the mosh? What do you do? Can you tell Sanshine, please? GoatVsFish is down. GoatVsFish is down.
Do you get the first aid kit with like lollipops and Care Bear flavored band-aids? Is that what happens in the mosh pit?
Celebration for fish. Oh.
Whenever a goat or fish goes down in the pit, everyone stops and we pick the fallen one up, and then we keep rolling. Well, that is very supportive, but is it supportive if you don't kiss them on the forehead first? Whoa, that should wake you up. Beodin 420 for subscription for 37 months.
Celebration!
Whoa!
Celebration!
Careful, the camera is pointed towards your goat and fish.
Wait, what did Lysergic say to do if someone goes down?
You help them up, and you resume the motion, and you pat them in the butt. I mean, on the
butt. Wait, what did Lysergic say to do if someone goes down?
You pick them up and resume the mosh, but first you pat them on the butt. He's extending his arm because he was trying to call on the verses to come help him out of the mosh pit while the metal is going on in the background.
Hail! All hail the fish! Hail! All hail the goat!
that for? Oh. He requires assistance out of the mosh.
At last they come to rescue GoatVsFish. Oh, my verses. The band just kept playing.
Yeah, the band had to stop the music to help a fellow mystery fan in a towel who was screaming goat and fish. He mumbled something about AGT and Kill Tony. But the verses, I assure you, have not stopped since then. If anything, they've become multifaceted and ever so sporadic, but in a very detailed fashion, like the first 3 seasons of Rick and Morty. Celebration! It's been a tough morning for GoatVsFish, and he has managed to take a rest in the mosh pit while the goat and fish verse around him and keep the fence sitters at bay.
Goat and fish. Surround this verses and do not relent. Fence sitters repent. This is GoatVsFish Morning Motivational number 50. Time for some morning celebrations. Feet out wide, and hands up top. The show never stops, the show never stops. And drop. Celebration! Celebration! Join GoatVsFish, join GoatVsFish. Celebration! 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 We're getting our mornings in order. We've got to versus the goat. We've got to versus the fish. We've got to get off the fence. Mind and body must be limber both for triumph. Celebration!
How many more left?
Celebration! We just continue forever, Sanshine! The metal continues forever! Celebration! Final verses! Celebration! It's GoatVsFish, there's verses. It's The Thurs versus Morning Motivational. But yes, it's true. GoatVsFish saw power from hell yesterday versus. Once again! Does GoatVsFish have any evidence to show you? This is the evidence. This is the evidence. This is all the evidence you need to know that GoatVsFish has been in metallic celebration, all verses. But we still bring you the morning motivation. Without hesitation. Go.
Let me listen to Ace of Spades very quickly.
Of course.
I kind of forgot how that goes.
Twitch Slot Card says, I'm getting motivated. Celebration for getting motivated. Talk to GoatVsFish. Come on, congregation. That means you on YouTube. That means you on Twitch. Talk to GoatVsFish. Come, we've been rocking out so hard. We've been musication. We've been in the mosh. But come. We can find time in the Festiverses to talk. Let's chat with GoatVsFish. When's the last verses that we just had a nice chat with GoatVsFish on one of these morning motivationals? Don't you think we deserve verses to have a little conversation? Twitch Slot Card says, I'm at the gym doing AB crunches. Give me more motivation. Everyone in the congregation, we want you to give Twitch Slot Cars your motivation. And it's going to start like this. Oi! 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 You got this, Twitch Slot Cars! No one can stop you. No one can stop you. You're in the slot. You're in the slot. And you're going to give it all you got. Celebration, celebration. Sanshine, why don't you, just because here we are, why don't you get on in the verses here? Yeah, it's just because here, once we're in the chat, you have to creep in like little creepy here. Like little creepy 6098 with the motivation celebration. Little creepy, welcome back to the verses. How you been creeping? How you been creeping? How you been creeping, little creepy? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Bud Morgan says, I've reached a very high level of motivation. Well, celebration. We're glad you found something up there. We're glad you found something up there, Bud Morgan. Are you goat or are you fish? Lysergic is going, oi fish, like fish oil. Maybe that's what, maybe when they say oi, 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 maybe it's a fish chant. They're being like, oil, 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 oil. Oh wait, is that what's burning back there? Is that a big fish oil fire? Has anyone looked into this?
Who started this fire behind us?
We've been doing this whole Festiverse. Has anyone? Is this part of the pyrotechnics program? Is everything okay here?
Is this where the bid fence money went to burning oil? Is that why prices are up?
Is the studio? Wait! We forgot a critical verses. We forgot the critical verses. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
If it's fine, then it should be over here where the fire is.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, how about we just do this? So you want to put everything's fine right back there. Okay.
Ooh. You see how he channeled Goat for the first pull-ups? And then channeled the inner fish for the last 2 pull-ups. Some may say that was fence, but some may say that is versatility. In the face of mortality.
How about we just put the fire right next to the electrical outlet?
Yeah, that why not? I don't see why not. Now we have an electrical fire.
That reminds GoatVsFish. That reminds GoatVsFish of some musications.
Let me scroll down on this chat here. Which musications? How about all the musications, Amber Heard? Who wants some Ace of Spades by... Yeah, that's Ace of Spades by Motorhead.
GoatVsFish.
Well, I'm standing next to an Ace of Spades.
Some say GoatVsFish, when did the metal begin? When did the metal begin? Has GoatVsFish always been metal, or was metal first reserved for the fence? Well, GoatVsFish. Some may call it metal, some may call it not. What is and what isn't metal? The verses is fraught. We ask, are you goat or are you fish? We wish to make a determination such as this. But when it comes to metal, there are all kinds of genres and peculiarities. Oh, this is metal that's true. Oh, this is metal that's false. But GoatVsFish attended a show many, many verses ago, long before Hells Heroes. And some may dispute and say, this ain't metal, this is too cute. But with all this flame surrounding GoatVsFish, and even with this humble acoustic verses, it's like we're at a campfire. It's like campfire metal with GoatVsFish. Where did this fire come from? Well, you're just going to have to follow along with GoatVsFish, because we have not, Sunshine, we haven't given you this verses. But this is a classic one of GoatVsFish. And if not metal, it's at least it's at least metal adjacent, and it does answer the verses of where this fire came from. Goat versus fish. There's the verses. Fire in the disco, fire in the disco, fire in the Taco Bell. Fire in the disco, fire in the disco, fire in the gates of hell. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? It's my desire, it's my desire. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? It's my desire. It's my desire. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish, when we goat, when we fish. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish, when we goat, when we fish. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? And then together, it's my desire, it's my desire. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? It's my desire. It's my desire. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we goat, when we fish, when we goat, when we fish. Take away sunshine. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? It's my desire. It's my desire. Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires? It's my desire. It's my desire. It's my desire. It's my desire. Say danger, danger. Hot verses when we go, when we fish. Danger, danger. Hot verses when we go, when we fish, when we go, when we fish. And we think that's where fire comes from? Celebration, celebration! But let's give them the sax solo they all crave. it's a banger. Oh, it's a banger. It's a banger! That's Electric 6. Danger, danger, high voltage! You're experiencing high voltage. You've been experiencing extremely high voltage all this metal morning motivational. How's that electrification? How's that electrification guitar doing? How's all the metal? How's all this powerful metal?
Oh, all this powerful metal is very powerful right now. I'm not feeling the metal, like in my core. Like I feel like going around the mosh pit.
You feel like going around the mosh?
Yeah, around the mosh pit, but not being a part of the mosh pit, but being
around the mosh pit?
Being around the mosh pit, watching the mosh pit happen, and watching out for crowd killers who happen to be fence sitters.
Well, yes. Well, if you're around the mosh pit, then you're on containment. You see, because here's what would happen. You see. Education. It's time for mosh education. Mosh education and festival etiquette continues on Goat vs. Fish Metal Morning Motivation.
Yeah.
So let us suppose for verses that you are not the instrumentalist, but you are just a common viewer. You're just a common viewer here at the metal show, okay? Even as you make the musications, let us presume you're out there in the crowd, okay? You're in the verses. You're watching the verses. And the mosh is going around you like this. It's coming near you. Grazing. The goat is grazing you. You're not in the mosh, but you're just out on the side, just like you said, yes?
Watch out, goat, I'm fish.
Yes, but you can say watch out. You can say watch out all you wish. But if you take this position where you're at the very fringe, the very crust of the mosh, then this is what you're really telling the goat and fish. What you're here to do is to protect your fellow fish, because it's this fish that's really saying I just want to watch the show, and I don't want to be part of the mosh. I want to enjoy the celebration. So you are here to protect your fellow fish.
Oh, hello, fish.
You see, so by standing next to the mosh, on the crust of the mosh, but not directly in the mosh, you still have big responsibilities, you see. Because if the goat gets a bit versus and pushes into you, then you have to be prepared to push them back. Like, no, you stay, you keep your mosh in the mosh. So now this fish is free to enjoy the verses, because you are here as the crust to protect those who don't wish to be part of the mosh. So if you want to be on the fringe of the mosh, you can't just watch. You have responsibilities, Sanshine. You have a verse. So here comes the goat. The goat's versing around. Oh, it's all a big fun mosh. But then goat starts. What? Oh,
I have to push back.
Yeah.
Hey, goat, I'm fish. You can't push me like that without monetization.
It's all fair verses. At the Metal Festiverses. It's all fair verses. They might say, hey, you're on the edge of the mosh. Well, you might catch one. You might catch one.
Hey, fish.
You give him a push back.
Hey.
And it doesn't have to be like. It's not. It can be more like a sustained.
Oh.
It's like you get you verses over there now.
Yeah.
Everything's going verses. But then maybe over here in the mosh, another fish collides with goat, and that pushes goat into fish.
Whoa.
And now you have to push, then you push back, and you push goat back into the mosh again, you see?
Hey, get back in the mosh.
There's all these goat and fish, they're just flying around in the mosh, and you at the crust, you are here on containment, so this fish over here on the other side of you can feel your glorious protection and they can enjoy the celebration, you see. Do you comprehend your responsibilities on the crust of the marsh, Sunshine?
Yeah, the mosh is starting to come to full verses.
Celebration! Celebration for marsh education! Celebration for marsh education! Here comes Goat! Here comes Goat! Here comes Goat! Here comes Goat! Here comes Goat!
Hey, watch out, Goat. I'm fish. Hey.
Oh, someone's coming reverse style! Whoa,
Hey, whoa. I did not expect you to come reverse style.
Sometimes they come reverse.
How do you blindside me like that without upfront notice?
This has been Mosh Education and Information from GoatVsFish. Just like in the congregation of GoatVsFish, every goat and fish has their part in the Metal Festiverses. When you go to the Metal Festiverses, we want everyone to have a fun time. We want everyone to enjoy themselves at the celebration and the musication. But in order to enjoy ourselves at the musication and the celebration, everyone must look after their fellow goat and fish. Safety first, goat and fish, safety first. Safety first. Wait, hold everything, hold the verses. Why is GVF in the fire pit? I'm scared. Says Santa's Davisha. Oh, don't despair, it's just everything's on fire now. Everything's on fire. It's a metal morning motivational and everything's on fire, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. So I Can Fix Amber Heard has a giant wall of text that we think they want us to read and give our undivided attention. I dreamt I was hiking along a dirt road. To the right I saw a couple of goats stood happily. I waved and followed, but it sprinted away. Come back, I called, yet they climbed its mountain while I toppled trying to follow. I fell onto a beach and rolled into the ocean. Fish swam around me, but I couldn't breathe underwater. I reached the shore, walking the beach devastated until I tripped on litter. Reaching out to stop my fall, I grabbed something strong, a fence, been fenced since then. We remind you that litter you speak of is also very fenced. Litter is very fenced to GoatVsFish. Litter is very fenced to GoatVsFish. Litter is very fenced to GoatVsFish, and you will find it. You will find it at the Metal Festiverses, those who have discarded their armaments all over the place, all over the space. But GoatVsFish wants to protect the land of the goat and the sea of the fish so we can have a nice, healthy, clean verses like this. Just like that. It's all under control. Everything's under control. Everything's under control. Everything's under control. Hellbringer22 says, since I'm a sub for a couple of unts now, can I get a colored goat, please? Well, normally, Hellbringer, you get your colored goat or fish when you renew your subscription. So once a month, you get a colorful goat or fish when you renew your verses. Aw. But we did that. Didn't we do that? Didn't we give you a Technicolor goat just the other verses? And Bayoudin 420. It's time to count the goat and fish. Oh yeah. Now, we have to be careful here. Goat and fish! In the previous verses of GoatVsFish, the goat streak of 3 was ended. The goat streak of 3 was ended by the fish. The fish are now back on top With one in a row. Will they reach 2? Will they reach 2? It's up to you. It's up to you. We also remind Sanshine is the C minor 911. Is that still the expensive chord? Is that still the what did we call this?
That's an expensive chord, and the Miracle Fish are no longer a package deal.
They're no longer a package versus. That what you let life pass you by.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let verses pass you by.
So if you want the money chord, if you want expensive music theory education type chords you can't get anywhere else. It requires years, it requires millenniums of education just to be able to fathom these chords. If you want to hear Sanshine give you the C minor 911, it will cost you 20 verse American dollars. 20 verse American dollars. King Cobra, welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. Put Cobra down for fish. We're getting to this. If you want, can you hand us the miracle fish? Please hand us a miracle, please. We need a miracle.
It's gonna take a miracle.
Also on special this verse is the fortune teller miracle fish. We will read a fortune. Shall we give them the option to read the fortune of Goat versus Fish or to read the fortune of Sanshine? Or what do you wish? You brought the fish. You brought the miracle fish.
Well, so what would the verse American dollars be for? It would be to open the thing, or is it to
tell the fortune?
Or to tell the fortune?
Yes. Well, if we're going to open up the fortune-telling fish, the miracle fish, they'll want to see the fortune. And last verses we said 50 verse American dollars to tell our fortune with fish.
Ah, yes.
Yes, we did. And we suppose they could choose. Is this fortune for Sanshine, or is this the fortune of Goat versus Fish?
Yeah.
We think Sanshine's the fish over here.
I'm fish.
So we think it should be Sanshine's fortune, the fortune of the miracle fish. You're the miracle fish. It's Sanshine, the miracle fish. With the miracle bands, with the miracle fins making miracle musications, it's the miracle fish.
Is there enough for you both?
Celebration for Tyrus blubbing a Goat versus Fish. The fish is saying, count my verses. Tyrus with the fish blub. Tyrus with 200 bits. Tyrus with 200 bits. It's Tyrus the miracle fish. It's Tyrus the miracle fish. The miracle fish is on special for 50 verse American dollars to tell the miracle fish. Oh, if you touch that fish, it'll start curling up and it'll start telling your fortune right away. You've got to be sensitive with that fish. It's a very sensitive fortune-telling miracle fish. Tyrus with 200 bit celebration! Double the verses. Tyrus doubled the verses, and they've been doubled ever since. However, even most critically indeed, here we have I Can Fix Amber Heard, and I Can Fix Amber Heard is growing a stick using fertilizer. And we have it on the authority of Goat versus Fish that this stick is going to grow. It looks like it's about to sprout. But before it does, let's clear the verses. We now have to annoyingly not erase Tyrus from the verses. Well, wait a verses. We have to annoyingly not erase I Can Fix Amber Heard from the verses. Sorry, Tyrus. I Can Fix Amber Heard was confusing Goat versus Fish with their fancy ways. They're trying to turn me against you. It won't work. Won't happen. Tyrus, 200 bits appreciation for fish. There's no longer even the evidence that the streak of Goat was happening. It's just gone now. And the Goat may complain, oh, we never win. Oh, we never win. When the fish are winning, the Goats complain, we never win. When Goat are winning, the fish complain it's unfair, we never win. Sometimes when you're feeling down, you look around and you think all the verses are against you, You think the goat is against you, you think the fish is against you think the fence is against you. Okay, we've used the fertilizer, we're erasing the fertilizer. But let Goat vs. Fish tell you a little verses of education, Goat vs. Fish brings you celebration, every verses of Goat vs. Fish. And though there can be sad contemplations on Goat vs. Fish, of course, we endeavor to bring you celebration, every single verses. This is a service that is provided by Goat vs. Fish. For it can be easier for the goat and fish to forget the times of celebration, and much easier to linger on the fence times. This is the insidious nature of the fence. The fence, once it is poking and protruding into your posterior, once it is striking and driving down into the meat of your brain, you start to feel, it's always been this way, it's always been the same, it's always been fancy. Because for some verses or another, goat and fish, since the fence time, since the goat and fish lost their connection to Goat vs. Fish billions of verses ago, that we are only starting now to re-sow. It is the disposition of many goat and fish to remember the fence times more strongly than they remember the celebrations. And that is why when Goat vs. Fish comes to the morning motivations, we renew the celebrations. Every verses. So Goat, 3 triumphs. Fish now have 1. But do not linger in despair, Goat. Do not linger in despair and think, we poor goat, we've never won. The triumph is within you. Triumph is just around the verses. And the same goes for fish. It all depends on how you take care of business. And we're not talking about stonks, we're talking about Goat vs. Fish. We're talking about choosing goat and fish. And we're talking about putting your verses where your mouth is. We're talking about putting your verses where your mouth is, like this. Like this.
I just want to kiss my fish.
So it is up to you. It is up to each and every one of you to reject those fence times and to renew the celebration. So goat and fish. Let's count the goat and fish. And what's this? I Can Fix Amber Heard's stick is starting to grow. Hold on to that stick, I Can Fix Amber Heard. Oh, look at that, it's curving. The stick has grown! The stick has grown! Starting to sprout! Wow, that's growing real fast. I Can Fix Amber Heard. I Can Fix Amber Heard runs a landscaping business. So if this is the kind of growth that you want to see in your verses, consider hiring I Can Fix Amber Heard for all of your landscaping needs. Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? It's time to count the verses. We've got Tyrus with the fish blub. We've got Tyrus with the fish blub. Tyrus with the fish blub and 200 bits. That's 250 for fish. Tyrus with fish blub. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. We have Bayoudin for 20. The fish. We have Bayoudin for 20. Bayoudin for 20. What color is your fish? You have resubscribed to GoatVsFish. What color is your fish? We have Clown Science with Celebration for Goat. Clown Science, Celebration for Goat. Clown Science, Celebration for Goat. I Can Fix Amber Heard is on the fence. Santa's Davisha. Are you goat or are you fish? Santa's Davisha. Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Oh, today is 41 stream streak on 50th. By the way, congratulations. Halfway to 100. Celebration. We're halfway there. We're halfway to 100 verses.
Celebration.
Celebration. Celebration. We have New Vegas. New Vegas says, put me down for goat. King Cobra says, put me down for fish. That's one more goat. That's one more fish. Bud Morgan, are you goat or are you fish? We need to hear it. We need to hear it every verses. Twitch Slot Cars says, I felt goat for the first full pull-ups and then channel main or fish for the last two. Twitch Slot Cars, are you goat or are you fish? Little Creepy, are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or Little Creepy went goat. That's 2 goat, 1 fish. That's 2 goat, 1 fish. 2 goat, 1 fish. 2 goat, 1 fish. And Percules and Canada Rami. So we've got 4 goat, 4 goat and 2 fish. We have 4 goat and 2 fish. It says the 49th stream in the info, by the way. We will issue a correction on goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Goat. 4 goat. 2 more fish, but one of them is Bayoudin 420, and we want to know what color Bayoudin 420 wishes. Put me down for goat. Well, you just get 1 goat, but we'll put you down for goat. Astronomous goat, celebration for goat. Little Creep, your goat's in the verses. Santa's Davisha, Santa's, are you goat or are you fish? Dancing Dinosaur, is it a goat, is it a fish? We think Bayoudin 420, we think maybe Blue was Bayoudin 420's verses. We have a blue recollection. Is it still true? Is it still true? We're going to put Bayoudin down for blue until future, or maybe it was maybe it was orange. We're going blue this versus. We're going with the instinctual memory of goat versus fish. Blue fish. Blue fish. Blue fish. Blue fish. Celebration for fish. Time to issue a correction on goat versus fish. Corrections for goat versus fish. Oh, hey. Corrections for goat versus fish. Okay, so that's the web of goat versus fish. That's the web of goat versus fish. Let's get web 2 for goat versus fish. Here we are. Let's go to Twitch. Let's go to Twitch. It's a versus within a versus. Goat versus fish. Here we are. Wow, look. It's the inner workings of goat versus fish. It's the Twitch dashboard of goat versus fish. How very fun. Celebration. And we have a tiny little verseception. We have a tiny little verseception. A tiny little verseception going on over there in the corner of Goat versus Fish.
Whoa.
So here we are. So we need to go to the YouTube of Goat versus Fish. We need to go to the YouTube of Goat versus Fish. Over in this versus Goat versus Fish. The YouTube studio of Goat versus Fish. And we go to the content of Goat versus Fish. And we see that we're live on Goat versus Fish. And we edit the verses. And we copy the title of the verses. And then we go back to the Twitch dashboard of Goat vs. Fish and we update the verses to Mental Morning Motivational on Goat vs. Fish and Celebration, and we've done it. We've done it.
Yay!
The verses has been updated. Nice Goat vs. Fish. Nice verses. Nice verses. Permission to put a fence as one of my emotes. You said I can use other Goat vs. Fish stuff, but double, triple checking out of respect. Thank you for respecting Goat vs. Fish. That fence doesn't even belong to Goat vs. Fish. Oh, we like that versus. Oh, whoa, wait, a versus. Sunshine's making new noises. We've had a breakthrough. We've had a breakthrough.
Yeah, this is called Sonata number 69. It's by Motorhead. That's a new noise feature.
Nice.
For $0 American dollars.
Oh, you want no? Well, Goat vs. Fish has a new noise feature for you then.
Oh.
Think you can do a new noise feature on Goat vs. Fish and not include Goat vs. Fish?
Goat vs. Fish dots this hallway.
What, that over there?
Yeah.
We think it's just a portal to another dimension that's also Goat vs. Fish.
Oh, okay.
We think so. Goat vs. Fish has nothing to hide from you. Okay. New noises on Goat vs. Fish. We're entering a strange dimension of new noises on Goat vs. Fish. Let's see what we've got with this. Let's see if we can do this. So you, let's see. Show 'em what you got, Sunshine. Let's see that once more.
This is my stomach after eating expired raspberries. That's what a fence sitter sounds like when they make love.
Well, how about this?
Wow, it's like you're doing all 6 of them at the same time. This is what we're fighting for. This is what the troops are fighting for. Please hire us for the US so sure. Oh, you want to use a kazoo pick? Okay. It sounds a little fancy. But I can also use it as a... This is the sound of a fence sitter when they choose a side. That's all the fenciness leaving them.
This is what happens once you get late in the Metal Fest. After the big closer, then they start playing the weird stuff. That's when they start playing the weird metal. They're like, okay, time for all that experimental verses you like so much.
The fish, the goat is not a fish. Fish, the fish is not a goat. The goat is not a fish, and the fish is not a goat. If you are goat and fish, then you're probably a fence sitter. The fish, the mighty verse fish. Fish, a mighty verse a goat. Goat and fish, a mighty verse the fish. Goat, the mighty goat, they verse the fish.
Probably stripping the strings, but that's okay. Celebration for avant-garde musician.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, the rockstar life. It doesn't choose you. Like, I choose it. I chose the rockstar life. The rockstar life didn't choose me. But that's only because I'm a poser. Celebration. Good evening, Vanigas.
Vanigas is back in the verses?
Yeah.
Vanigas, welcome back to GoatVsFish. How y'all doing? How are we doing? We're a bit GoatVsFish. We think Sanshine is really holding this versus together here. GoatVsFish is a bit hungover, the bit hung over the fence.
Thank you. I've been hanging this verses together. I've been stitching it together using only the sewing machine of my soul.
So? Sewing?
Yeah, the sewing machine.
It's Karios Prime 786 who says, well, we thought the same thing when we looked at you. Are you goat or are you fish? Spoonman, are you goat or are you fish? And I Can Fix Emerald has some new fence emotes. It's like this anonymous fence creature thing.
Oh, thank you, little creepy 6098.
It's like this anonymous fence creature thing. What do you think of that emote there?
What is the emote?
It's like, oh, I'm a spookity ghost masked face.
It's hard to see from here.
You can't. Well, it is behind the fence. It's not easy to see when it's behind the fence, is it? Can't really tell. Can't really tell what that's really all about there.
Oh, it's spooky.
It's a spookity fence creature. Sanshine, they're calling you cool. How does it feel to be cool?
Wow. I wish I could take that in writing and go back to my high school and show everyone they were wrong. That Sanshine is cool.
You're wrong. Do you hear that, high school? You were wrong.
And I'm allowed to wear my mermaid tail to, biology class if I want to. And lay fish eggs in front of everybody in protest of the 2008 financial crisis.
Yes, of course, yes. That sounds very, very versatile. The GoatVsFish. That sounds very versatile. GoatVsFish.
You would write "Stay Cool" in my yearbook? If I brought my yearbook, I might actually hold you to it and have you write "Stay Cool," and then show everybody that people actually write in my yearbook.
That might be a fun GoatVsFish yearbook signing.
Whoa, yeah.
That could be a fun versus.
Yeah, we need class pictures and everything.
Now listen, Goat and Fish, if ever you are thinking, GoatVsFish, I want to be cool like all those cool metalheads. First verses you must understand is this. The metalheads are nerds, each and every one. They may be the coolest nerds you know, but they are nerds all the same, and we celebration. Metal nerddom. Celebration, celebration, celebration. And if any of you think, oh, I can't enjoy Goat versus Fish, I can't watch Goat versus Fish, I can't celebration Goat versus Fish, because what if someone sees that I like Goat versus Fish and they don't think I'm cool anymore? They don't think I'm cool anymore. Well, let us show you how it works, okay? Here's Sanshine. Here's Sanshine.
Hello, I'm Sanshine.
And you may think, oh, Sanshine looks like your fairly average fish, you may say. You may be thinking, oh, not particularly cool, but then look at this. But then you stand next to Goat versus Fish.
Whoa, I'm cool by association.
And you think, wow, Sanshine really is cool, because Goat versus Fish looks like such a fool that when you stand next to Goat versus Fish, you look like you're cool by association with Goat versus Fish.
Whoa.
Yes. If you think Goat versus Fish is cool, then you're cool by association.
Whoa.
If you think Goat versus Fish is a fool, then you're cool by comparison.
Whoa, so there's no winning.
Goat versus Fish makes you cool. Goat versus Fish makes you cool in any verses. Look how much cooler Sanshine is now with
Wow.
Goat versus Fish.
I feel validated, and I
Yes.
feel like all the girls who rejected me in high school are now thinking of rejecting me eventually after they figure out I'm toxic.
So we do this, so watch, we could be cool like this. Cool Goat versus Fish. Or it could be like, ooh, I'm a silly Goat versus Fish. I'm a silly Goat versus Fish. No, you just stay cool.
Okay.
Oh, look at me. I'm Goat versus Fish. Oh, are you Goat or are you Fish? And they're looking at Sanshine like, wow, Sanshine really knows how to keep it cool. Sanshine knows how to keep it cooler on Goat versus Fish.
Yeah, I know how to play it cool when I'm on drugs.
Was that so?
Or rather, like fish nip.
A fish nip.
Yeah.
Eventually Gold is saying, working in my GVF merch, IDGAF, celebration! For Eventually Gold for working in your Goat versus Fish merch. Goat versus Fish is working in my Goat versus Fish merch. Eventually Gold, are you Goat or are you Fish? Are you still the Eventually Goldfish? Are you still the Eventually Goldfish? We've got a few more in the congregation account. Eventually Gold! And we've got Spoon Man with the fish. Vanagus, are you Goat or are you Fish? Spoon Man Fish. Spoon Man Fish. There are currently more Goat than Fish. However, Fish have a subscription, and Fish have 250 bits. So Fish is currently leading the verses. Ham Mod says, I'm a fishy. My Ham Mod's coming in for Fish. Watch out, Goat. Ham Mods is coming in for the Fish. Vanagus says, can I be a Goatfish mutant? Vanagus! Is it your birthday? J-Sticks comes in for Goat. Celebration for Goat.
A goatfish mutant has always been the fence sitter.
Celebration for Goat. Even I Can Fix Amber Heard knows that. Don't give in to the temptation, Vanagus. Don't give in to the temptation of I Can Fix Amber Heard. They say, I Can Fix Amber Heard says, I can fix you, Vanagus. Just like I fixed Amber Heard, but does Amber Heard look fixed to you? Amber Heard looks fixed to you. Goat versus Fish versus Goat versus Fish. Ham Mod's throwing out wild accusations. Amber Heard's dog stepped on a bee.
Oh, that's fence sitter misfortune.
The misfortunes of fence.
It's like the owner of OnlyFans passing away. It's the fence sitter's misfortune.
Oh yes, OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Maybe now is time for Goat versus Fish to start that OnlyFans account.
You don't show your scales and you have hooves.
Well, we think we could show the award-winning feat of Goat versus Fish. We did win FootFest. We won FootFest back in the verses.
You mean HoofFest?
Well, they called it. It was the Uncle Joe Show's FootFest.
Oh.
You asked all goat co-workers, fence sitter, boss. Of course, of course, the boss is on the fence. Fence sitter always telling you what to do. The boss is always telling you what to do, and you're like, you know what? You don't get to choose if I'm goat or fish, and I'm going to versus when I want and how I want.
What about HR? Is HR goat or fish?
Echard?
HR.
Wait a versus.
Human resources.
Did you say HR?
HR.
Etch.
Yeah.
Etch.
HR.
Etch. We thought you said etcher.
Yeah.
We thought you said.
Hitch.
We thought when you said HR, we thought you meant this. We thought you meant this.
Oh, those verses. Yeah, those are very sophisticated, complicated verses that extend beyond my limited vocabulary. At
Yes,
least within the parameters of goat and fish.
Yes, when you said HR, we thought you were talking about this.
Oh no, that is also like fence versus, just like human resources.
It is pretty fancy. It's like you're trying to go goat and you end up going fish, and there's fences all around it everywhere.
That looks like Amber Heard's ballroom.
Grandmaster on with the fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish.
If I Can Fix Amber Heard was in a Disney movie, she would be coming down those steps.
But this might be what it feels like to go to HR. This might be what it feels like to go to HR, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't find the goat HR, or the fish human resources.
Grandmaster on Celebration for fish.
Yes, because you're in a Disney movie, Amber Heard. That's why you have a ballroom with those complicated stairs.
Goat vs. Fish did attend Hells Heroes, and now it's time to get into the final day of Hells Heroes. The final day of Hells Heroes. Let's review the final verses. Day 3 recap. So for those of you who missed, because last living stream, did you know Goat vs. Fish streamed for 5 hours last versus? Sanshine?
Yester versus?
Yester versus Goat vs. Fish streamed with you for 2, and then a total of 5 hours.
Oh wow!
Of living stream of Goat vs. Fish.
Oh wow!
They just wanted more Goat vs. Fish, and here's something that we learned. Were you here to learn about the metal community as they pertain to sharks? Are you familiar with this?
Oh no, this is a first for me.
Yes. So when you see a metalhead out there in the wild and they're all spiky, and what's your first impression of the metalheads if you were just viewing them from afar?
Oh my god, they're scary. I bet they know where I can find good cage-free tobacco.
Well, ponder this.
Sharks are terrifying solitary predators of the deep, right? It turns out they might actually be a bit more social than we thought. While it might not quite be the fish are friends, not food mentality of Nemo, a new study has found bull sharks can form friendships. Underwater social circles. Researchers tracked nearly 200 sharks in Fiji over 6 years and found they don't just swim randomly. They choose who they hang out with. Some sharks were regularly seen swimming side by side, even following each other around like ocean besties. Scientists say they show social preferences, meaning they like some sharks and avoid others. It is a big shift, considering sharks have long been seen as lone hunters. It turns out they may actually be building relationships to help find food, avoid conflict, and even learning from each other.
So there you have it. Maybe those metalheads are just like misunderstood sharks. They look like lone solitary predators that are going to kill you, but then actually they just want to find food.
So these sharks are pretending to be friends? Because what happens when they're competing for food?
When they have competition? Yeah. Well, maybe one of them, one knows where to get the food and the other one knows how to get the food, and so they team up. Maybe they're better off together. Competition is for goat and fish.
Once they find the food,
fish can versus together.
Do they tell each other about the food, or do they keep the food to themselves? And they're constituents.
Well, that comes to number 2. It says they try to avoid conflict together.
Ooh.
Maybe they're not. Maybe if the fish conflict with one another, maybe they're not friends.
That's HR behavior.
That's HR behavior. Oh, they're saying, okay,
Avoiding
hey, you
conflict.
sharks, you have to avoid conflict.
And they have to learn also, which is also very fence.
Oh, learning is fun, especially when you're learning about goat versus fish.
Learning is fun when you're trying to avoid conflict in the HR environment.
I Can Fix Amber Heard says, Sunshine, will you be my bull shark BFF? This is a loaded question. What's your answer, Sunshine?
You would have to get off the fence and convert everybody you meet into Sunshine stands.
There you have it. There you have it. Terms of friendship have been negotiated. There is the festival fit of goat versus fish. Day 3 festival fit. Day 3 festival fit with the spiky belt of goat versus fish. We showed this off yesterversus, didn't we? Look at that mighty belt of goat versus fish. Look at the mighty belt of goat versus fish. Oh yes. Celebration.
So, sorry to clarify to I Can Fit Amber Heard. I meant sunshine enthusiasts. Super sunshine enthusiasts. Those who are enthused who are enthusiastic rather about the sunshine. You don't have to convert them. You don't be like, hey, check out this guy. Wow, isn't he awesome? Woo, woo, woo. And then have everybody go, woo, woo. And then we can write up a contract. But until then, here's your leather daddy with the belt and spikes.
The fence thinks they're in control of goat versus fish. No. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish can wear this fence like a trophy. Each one of these spikes represents not a fence sitter, but a fence sitter that goat versus fish got off the fence and to choose goat or fish. Oh, that's a belt. Oh, that's a belt. Oh, that's a belt. You may say, goat versus fish, what do you spend? What do you spend all of your donations on? What do you spend all of your hard-earned versus American dollars on, goat versus fish? Well, now you know.
Good work, guys, good work. I see you hard at work, getting the Sunshine Kingdom at hand. Now we just need a logo. Oh, wait, I have a logo, never mind. Now I need an accountant.
I'll do it, I'll be your accountant.
Ugh. Oh my god, stonks. You're only saying that because you haven't seen me in person yet.
Oh, I've noticed that you on the live streams of Goat vs. Fish, you've got a lot of earning potential. And I just feel like if we team up, your stonks can just go up, 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 and up.
Oh yeah? How many data centers do I have to build?
How many data centers? Oh, as many as you want. We could build 1,000. We could build 1,000,000 data centers. The more data, the more money we make.
Oh, why did you say so? Also, do I get paid in ivory?
Oh, you'll get paid in whatever the fence you want. All you got to do is trade commodities on the open market. It's free exchange, baby.
Oh, cool. So do I have to send my ships through that little tiny river that's like blocked by.
Oh, the Strait of Hormuz?
Yeah,
what
that
a
is,
snooze! The Strait of Hormuz is yesterday's verses. We're creating new inlets and outlets for trade all over the universe by the power of stonks.
Wow. So does that mean?
There's nothing to worry about. Everything's gonna be. It's like that guy on fire over there. It's all gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Oh, so you're using shuttles to send them out of space?
The loss of human life is nothing to concern yourself with. Stonks are gonna keep going up.
Oh, thank God, I was right for a second.
Oh, so we were actually kind of worried, but turns out the market really doesn't care about any of that. We just want the stonks to go up, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, Sunshine. We're gonna do it together.
Together, you can be my janitor.
Janitor.
You can make my
Janitor.
You can make the starts of my living conditions go up.
I did not get a fake MBA from a dubious university, so I can be a janitor.
Well, look, say whatever you want about Cornell, but they do their best, okay? It's been rough, okay? With all the, with all the trust money going to, like, weird people at airports. It's been tough. So that's why we had to lower your status to
well, listen,
janitor.
we're just going to have to go hardball in this negotiation. We're going to have to hardball you, Sunshine. You come back to me when you've got a serious offer. We could be making buku bucks. We could be making money together. But you mock the stonks.
There's a cabal mine in my toilet if you want to monetize
I've got
it.
a bunch of NFTs that are just waiting to pop off. But if you're going to keep treating me like some kind of Bored Ape Yacht Club, then we're not going to have any of it.
I'm a concerned ape guy. I'll have you know I'm cultured in that aspect.
Check out this investment. You can always invest in fashion. Oh yeah, GoatVsFish. Looking great. Looking great. Donate to GoatVsFish for amazing fashion like this. Listen, we need it. GoatVsFish is here to entertain you with GoatVsFish, and sometimes that requires buying expensive accoutrement like, what, do you think these are free? You think they're free? Stonks charges a goat and a fish for them.
Could you scroll down on the verses on the left?
Scroll down the verses. Goated financial advice, you say. The unpaid intern of GoatVsFish has no chance of getting paid anything until they choose goat or fish. Let's move on. The Festiverse Day 3. Festiverse Day 3 continues with a fish. Celebration for fish. Sometimes you just find a fish in the verses like this. Sometimes you're just out and about and suddenly fish. It's an auspicious sign. Once you are a student of GoatVsFish, you will find goat and fish versing everywhere all the time. Whenever you see a picture, an image, a visage of a goat or a fish, take a picture of it, tag GoatVsFish for everyone to see at GoatVsFish, and share GoatVsFish with the universe. You think this is all happenstance and coincidence? Then how do you explain this? How do you explain this? Virgin Steel! It seems quite melodic compared to some of the other verses that we have been listening to at Hells Heroes. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh yeah, it's more laid back, more like jazz.
That's what we'll tell Virgin Steel. It's more like jazz.
Yeah, it's more laid back. It's more like woo.
Like you said, woo!
Yeah.
Cody says, I like jazz. Cody's in the versus celebration.
Yeah.
Cody, are you goat or are you fish? Cody, the master marbler. Oh, goat versus fish. You're so in tune. And look back there. Look just to the left of goat versus fish. Goat. There's a goat on the shirt.
Oh, wow.
Goat and fish just showing up every which where. Always been and always has been fish. Cody the fish. Cody the fish. Celebration for fish. We have Cody the fish. And we have Vanagus on the fence. Cody the fish. Vanagus on the fence. Fish, fish, fish. Vanagus fence. Vanagus Slamagus. Wants to be a mutant hybrid goatfish. Cody celebration. Celebration for Cody. Celebration for Cody. Celebration for Cody. Cody is a real marble champion. Sunshine, if you want any marble advice on how to roll, Cody's the one to ask.
Ooh, how do you roll marbles?
How do you roll marbles? Hey, Cody, would you go and follow Sunshine on Twitch at
Yay.
It's Sunshine and go give Sunshine some advice?
Please follow me. I'll play some jazz for you while you follow me. Oh, celebration. He already follows me. Thank you, Cody. Much appreciation.
Now, what do you make of this? This one said, can you hear what they said? Can you hear what they said here? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Oh, he's both a goat and a chicken.
This one said, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat, I am goat. It kept repeating, I am goat, but then it said, in my heart, I'm a chicken.
Whoa.
What do we make of this? If one declares, I am goat, but then also says, in my heart, I am a chicken, it sounds like they're on the fence to me.
Maybe he's scared to be goat.
Scared to be goat? Is a goat, but scared to be goat?
Yeah.
Scared to versus
And
the fish?
You can be scared to choose a side, especially if you're a chicken.
You can be a scared goat. It's okay to be scared to be goat, but to say you have a chicken heart, Cody says fence sitter. Cody the fish isn't cutting this would-be goat any slack.
Wow.
It's not like they're holding their goat; they're holding the fence. Like they can't get their hands off it.
So they've chosen fence.
It seems so. Listen, look at this fish. You see this fish?
Yeah.
The fish wants to versus the goat. It's like, please versus me, goat. Please versus me. But it's just a little too chicken to commit. Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening here?
I think. Oh yeah, the fence is terrified.
Terrified.
Fish rules.
You see, the fish has confidence. Fish rules.
Yeah.
Bud Morgan says, I'm GoatFish. Bud Morgan, is it your birthday today? Is it your birthday today? We always ask in this way because on your birthday, Goat vs. Fish does take pity on the fence sitter. Bud Morgan is on the fence. There's 3 fence sitters in the verses. That's 3 fence sitters in the verses. 3 fence sitters in the verses. Thank you for chalking me on your board. Of course, Vanagus, thank you for being here in the congregation of Goat vs. Fish. We are here for fence sitters like you. You're so high you can see the space station? We're sorry your space station has come crashing down onto Earth. Here we are, yes? Look at how they enjoy Goat vs. Fish. Wait to versus. Hold on. Wait now. Terms of service violation. Look at what's written on the hat. Look what's on the hat. Oh no. We can't have that. We can't have no. TOS violation. We can't say that. Can't say that on Goat vs. Fish. Oh no. Oh my verses. No, don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, my verses. Oh, no. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish does not fear these things. Go ahead. Demonize goat versus fish. Demonetize goat versus fish. With the powerful metal shirt of Goat vs. Fish and all the support of the congregation of Goat vs. Fish, there is no stopping the verses. There's no stopping the verses, so don't even try. Don't even try. Next slide. Now this felt very Goat vs. Fish. What does that say, Sunshine?
Be weird. Be random. Be who you fish.
It's your daily reminder.
Yeah.
And although they're goat, though, they're holding a goat. We think you might have misread that last verses.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's wearing the wrong shirt for the wrong day.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It seems fair enough to be goat. You could be a weird goat. Make some noise in the congregation if you're a weird goat. Make some noise in the congregation if you're weird. Who out there is weird? Sunshine, are you a weird fish?
I am weird fish.
Celebration for cool weird fish. We've got the cool weird fish. Even Bud Morgan cannot help but bah at the weird feelings, So this one recognized Goat versus Fish from last year, and we said we just have to take a picture of that. Be weird, be random, be who you are. Isn't it an interesting versus, Sunshine, and maybe the congregation can also chime in on this. Have you ever felt that once upon a versus, they told you, be yourself, be weird, be who you are, but then as you mature into your senior years, you be weird, you be yourself, you be who you are, and suddenly everyone who told you to be weird and be who you are is suddenly giving you all kinds of rejection and suspicion and being like, hey, why don't you conform to our standards even though we told you to be who you are all those verses ago? Have you ever found this, Sunshine?
That's only because they see themselves in me.
Ah, this is some wisdom of Sunshine. It's Sunshine wisdom time.
Yeah.
Sunshine wisdom time. What's that you say?
It's only because they see themselves in me. If they're a goat and they look at me, they don't see a fish. They see a potential goat. And that's why they try to verse me to become like them. And that's where fence sitters come from. The ones who revolt against, forced versing as opposed to true versing.
There you have it. This has been your Wisdom of Sunshine. If you are a goat, celebration for goat. If you are a fish, celebration for fish. Goat versus fish, celebrations who you are. We accept you as you are on Goat versus Fish. We accept you as you are. Just get off the fence, but it's okay. Bud Morgan says, I felt that anything goes but not everywhere. Well, what about not anything goes but everywhere? What about that? Next verses. Goat versus Fish. Double the verses. Quadruple the verses. Captain Nick Head says, celebration for goat, celebration for goat! Ah! Captain Nick, here's your goat. So these are tall ones. These are extra tall, so they're 24, so it's already a double. And then they gave 2 to Goat versus Fish, so we were doubling the verses. It was 4 verses in 1. That was a great way to start the verses. That was fun. Everyone wanting to take pictures with Goat versus Fish, never hesitation to take pictures with Goat versus Fish. This is what it's all about. Goat and fish, enjoying the presence of Goat versus Fish, bringing celebration to the denizens of the Festiverses. Ooh, goat pin, goat on the pin, and Goat versus Fish pin. They said, where should we put this pin? And we said, why don't you put it right next to the goat? Why don't you put it right next to the goat and right next to...
Deal!
It fell off, dude.
It's Grand Magus. There's that flying bee again. Look how you can see the reflection of the recording of Goat vs. Fish. You see how you can see the very recording device of Goat vs. Fish? Notice how Goat vs. Fish is holding the verses. It's holding the verses like this. Goat vs. Fish is holding the verses like this. Goat vs. Fish. Oh. It's being fancy. Let's suppose we see that Goat vs. Fish is holding the verses like this, you see. For maximum pixelage, Goat vs. Fish can record the verses like this.
Ooh.
Goat vs. Fish is recording while holding in reverse, and then we can reverse the verses like this. Just look at the precision of Goat vs. Fish. We know exactly how to verses. We do it for you. All of these skills make the story of Goat vs. Fish all that much more enjoyable for you. Goat and Fish. For you, Goat and Fish. And here you can see the reflection. Goat vs. Fish is not afraid to show you behind the verses. No stream avatars. Oh, nags! Oh, my verses! Yes, stream avatars yet. This is a critical versus. This is a critical versus. Goat vs. Fish. We're going to put it here in the calendar of Goat vs. Fish. We got so consumed with Metal Week. We got so consumed with Metal Week that Goat vs. Fish, we are going to put stream avatars right here. We're going to try to remember stream avatars. We're going to try to remember to do stream avatars. We're going to try to remember to do stream avatars. Stream avatars? Are you kidding me? You haven't even finished your taxes yet, Goat vs. Fish. Don't you know you have a business to run? Ugh. Goat vs. Fish. We've been using all our spare verses going to metal festivals and doing taxation. We'll get to stream avatars. We'll get to stream avatars. You're going to add way more goats and fishiness? That will. We think that will be a celebration. Is stream avatars going on the Google Doc? Yes, you can put stream avatars on the Google Doc. And appreciation to Nags1 for the gift to Goat vs. Fish. Nags1, are you goat or are you fish? It may already be 10, but we are only 1 hour and 40 minutes into the stream because we started late. So let's continue. Let's continue in this verses of Hells Heroes. Nags is go. Here we have. We were watching Antagonizer in a previous verses. Perhaps you recall Antagonizer. Yes, I can fix Amber. You followed Antagonizer, Florida. And here is one of the antagonizers who chose Goat, who's here now with Goat vs. Fish. What a beautiful verses. What a beautiful verses. And we will also remind you, Goat and Fish, we think it's time, if we go to Instagram of Goat vs. Fish, that it was on this day that Goat vs. Fish posted this Instagram reel of Goat vs. Fish with our double fisting, our double goating, our double fishing. And this has been one of the most successful recent posts of Goat vs. Fish, 176 likes and almost 4,000 views. So let's watch it. Let's watch it on Goat vs. Fish. Let's watch the live content creation of Goat vs. Fish at Hells Heroes. Let's watch it. Isn't that a nice verses? We made this, we edited this all in the heat of the blazing verses of Hells Heroes. Look at that form, look at that form. And you can buy that shirt on the store of Goat vs. Fish, ! Merch. If you want to give this post some love or share it with someone you know and say, hey, look at the great Goat vs. Fish, the link is in the congregation. The link is in the congregation. But here we are with M. Fornick Satanic Fook. Let's just say they're not fencing around, Sanshine. Not with Instagram names like that. And they are also wearing a pin of Goat vs. Fish. What a beautiful verses. Where it said go towards. Yes, it was like a double reverse. Run towards. Yes. Here we are. Last verses, we walked around Hells Heroes Festiverses and we saw this one here. And were they a threat to Goat vs. Fish? Were they a threat to the supremacy of Goat vs. Fish? Are we supposed to be able to hear something?
Oh no, I was just moving my hands.
Oh, forgive Goat vs. Fish.
That was a threat to supremacy of Goat vs. Fish.
Oh.
But nah.
No.
Nah.
We're more powerful together. We're more powerful together.
Is he goat or fish?
Are they goat or fish? Oh, my verses. We think goat. We think they're making the sign of the goat. They're making this the sign of the goat with the horns. But we think we need to ask them again. We need to ask them again if they are a goat or fish. Someone go ask Dawson Fraser, are you goat or are you fish? Here once again, Goat vs. Fish, placing our stickers on top of someone else's stickers. And it took us about we'd say about 7 hours to decipher whatever this says. It says Grand Bewitchment, Witchfire Revelations. But isn't Goat vs. Fish much easier to read?
Oh yeah.
If you're just passing by and you're wondering, oh, what's that out of the corner of my eye? Why, it's Grand Bewitchment, Witchfire Revelations. Oh, wait, no, it's just Goat vs. Fish. Much easier. Much easier to comprehension. And here's Goat vs. Fish giving you the finger, or is Goat vs. Fish giving you the fence? The sign of the fence, it goes like this. Sanshine, it's time for you to learn. You can do things with your hands. Goat. Let's see it, Sanshine. Goat. Versus. Yes, fish. Fence. Ooh, Sanshine has no problem with fence. Sanshine has no problem making the fence.
Whoa.
Yeah, some have problems with this, but not you, because you are a student of the musications. Let's see the sign of the fence. Whoa! Offensive fence. See, it goes up one way and down another, up one way and down another, from goat to fish, from goat to fish. Fence! Fence, you fence sitters! Fence, you fence sitters. Next verses. Goat versus fish. Now there's some goat versus fish. We think this is prime advertising space for goat versus fish. Sometimes there's publicity that you just can't buy. Wouldn't you agree? We think even stonks might have to agree that there's some publicity you just can't buy. And how about goat versus fish, just like this? Would you buy that versus? Would you buy that versus?
I would pre-order the
You'd
verses.
pre-order that versus, yes. Get it before everyone else does?
Yeah, I would like pay the full price, get a receipt, and on release day, shop with the receipt and get any DLCs and pre-order codes.
Oh, wait, it's already gone.
Oh.
It sold out while you were deliberating on this massive plan of yours. You should have just acted more quickly.
Oh, that's what happens when I ponder.
Too much. Sometimes you just have to go for the verses.
Yeah.
Little Creepy said, my dad asked if you're on a roller coaster. Sunshine, are you on a roller coaster?
Well, now I am. Now I can't get my pre-order in.
What do I do if I have preferences? I like marlin more than most goats, but like goats overall. Well, Nags one. The question is a versatile one. The question is, are you goat or fish? If you choose fish, then you can be a marlin. So the question to you becomes, do you want to be a marlin or do you want to be most goats? Marlin, most goats. Marlin, most goats. The verses are yours. The verses are yours. Shout out Ron. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron. Ron! Okay, we shouted out Ron. We have done what you asked. Here's more random group like, hey, how about we all take a picture together? Hey, how about we tag all of you on social media? Hey, how about we all join the congregation of Goat versus Fish? By the Hells Heroes sign. Now this is an interesting versus. As late as we started, this versus deserve versus some time. We deserve versus to talk about this. Sunshine, why don't you give us some light musications as we regale you with the tale of this creature. Oh, my verses, what's this? Subscription? To OG Willy? To OG Willy is subscribing to Goat vs. Fish? Is this a gift? Thank you for your subscription to Goat vs. Fish? We'll wait for the verses to catch up. It looks like someone might be subscribing to Goat vs. Fish. So here's what happened. So Goat vs. Fish went to the after verses. Well, Goat, but before that verses. Goat vs. Fish was waiting in line to get some consumption and entered a verses of conversation with 3. And the verses proceeds. Are you goat or fish? Fish, celebration for fish. Are you goat or fish? Goat, celebration for goat. Why do you choose goat? Why do you choose fish? And then comes the 4th. This one pictured here with Goat versus Fish. Approaches Goat versus Fish. To OG Willy, was great to meet you this weekend. Oh, my verses! Oh, my verses, was great to meet you this weekend. You were a good drinking buddy and a great friend. Can't wait until the next time our paths cross. To OG Willy, 4 months of Goat versus Fish. Appreciation to OG Willy, appreciation. Appreciation and celebration. And to OG Willy, are you goat or are you fish? We recognize you from your profile pic. And a celebration to you and a celebration to you. And oh, my versus Nags1. Nags1 with a subscription. Nags1, are you goat or fish? To OG Willy is going goat. That's a goat-scription. That's a goat-scription for goat. That's a goat with a goat subscription. Celebration for goat. And Nags with a subscription. I can mix Amber Earth, subscribed emotionally. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. Kazam TTV is going fish. The versus is popping off. The versus is popping off. Popping off like pop-off. That's another fish in the verses. That's another fish in the verses. And Nags1, are you goat or are you fish? Nags1 redeemed celebration more goat. That's another goat subscription. That's another goat subscription. Celebration. 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 You will be lurking, wanted to get some work done, but wanted to say hi, and we are pleased you did, and we are pleased you did. So this one pictured here, approached Goat versus Fish as the hype train begins. As we were speaking to three elders in conversation and celebration, Fitzcraft Fish, and they first look at Goat versus Fish, and they said, "Hey, nice crown. Hey, you're looking very royal." And we said, "Oh, appreciation. The royalty comes from within you." It was a nice conversation. And then they said, "Oh, what's your name?" And we said, "I am Goat versus Fish." And suddenly, their demeanor changes like this, like, "Oh, you're the Goat Fish guy. You're the Goat versus Fish guy. Hey, this guy's not cool. We don't like this. I don't like the Goat Fish guy." No. No. Everyone, come on. We're done talking to this guy. You don't want to talk to this guy, do you? Says they to their friends. You don't want to talk to this Goatfish guy. Come on, let's all go. Goat versus Fish says, "Oh, you call these your friends? You call these your friends? And yet you speak for them and let you speak for them? You tell them it's time to go? Why don't you let them say if they want to go? We were having a nice, pleasant conversation."
That's some fancy behavior right there.
And they said to Goat versus Fish, they said, no. They said, "We were having a private conversation over here." And Goat versus Fish said, "Well, we were having a private conversation before you came in, and then you inserted yourself into Goat versus Fish." So the whole versus became unpleasant. And Goat versus Fish, we implored them to relax, and Goat versus Fish does not wish to be where we are not welcome. And after a bit more conversation and negotiation, away with Goat versus Fish. Then came the after party.
So where is he now?
Aren't you just waiting with anticipation now?
Is he goat or is he fish or is he fence?
Anticipation. Oh, the anticipation. So then Goat versus Fish goes to the after party celebration. And one of the original three, Goat or Fish, comes up to Goat versus Fish and says, "Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about our friend. Our friend was rather rude to you, and we are ever so sorry, Goat versus Fish. We're so sorry about that. We don't know what was up with that." And we said, "Well, they must have known about Goat versus Fish. They must have heard of Goat versus Fish. How could they have known about Goat versus Fish? How did they know about Goat versus Fish?" And we had a suspicion. Goat versus Fish has a suspicion. There's someone who has an immediate, unquenchable, unknowable, incomprehensible disdain and aversion to Goat versus Fish for no apparent reason. They must have seen Goat versus Fish on Kill Tony. They must be a Kill Tony fan, suspects Goat versus Fish. And they saw Kill Tony reject Goat versus Fish, and they think Tony's so cool that now they reject Goat versus Fish because Tony rejected Goat versus Fish. This is the suspicion of Goat versus Fish. And no sooner than did Goat versus Fish say this suspicion, then did this one pictured here in the verses come up to Goat versus Fish after the after party celebration. And do you know what they said?
What?
Do you know what they said to Goat versus Fish at the after party?
What did they say to goat versus fish?
They came up to Goat versus Fish like this. They came up to Goat versus Fish and they said, "You know what, man? I just want to say I'm sorry. I was very mean to you earlier, and I was rude for no good reason.
But why?
And, well, you know, I was just having a bad day. I was having a bad day, and maybe I was consuming something of interest. And I saw you on Kill Tony."
Oh, that's what he said.
Confirmation! They
saw you
knew
on Kill
Goat versus
Tony.
Fish from killing Tony. But they apologized to GoatVsFish, and then they said, "Let me buy you a beer, GoatVsFish."
Did he think you were an Austin guy?
We don't know what they thought of GoatVsFish, but they offered to buy a beer for GoatVsFish.
Ooh.
They bought a beer for GoatVsFish.
Oh.
They bought 2 beers for GoatVsFish. GoatVsFish offered forgiveness from GoatVsFish. They made an apologization to GoatVsFish. They were sorry to GoatVsFish, sincerely to GoatVsFish, and all together with all the goat and fish, we all enjoyed an evening of inebriation and celebration and conversation. Oh, what was it like being on Kill Tony? Oh, that's an interesting verses. And we learned from one another. Amends were made. Amends were made. Amends were made at Hells Heroes Festiverses. And now, one who had disdain for GoatVsFish from afar. Once they encounter GoatVsFish and enter in conversation, it becomes a celebration. It becomes a celebration. Amends made with GoatVsFish. Thanks for making amends with GoatVsFish. And then for the whole rest of the Festiverses, every time they pass by, I was like, "Hey, GoatVsFish. What's up, GoatVsFish? Yeah. Cool, GoatVsFish. Nice verses. Let's take a picture, GoatVsFish." That's the power of GoatVsFish. That's the power of GoatVsFish. The verses continue. Here's a picture of Daniel DK from Daniel DK's birthday, perhaps two years ago. And what can we say other than that now their hair is much more gray? Their hair is more gray now.
I was about to say, from a distance, he looks like someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah.
Who might that be?
Without my glasses,
Speak a little closer.
Without my glasses, if I did my glasses and I squinted my eyes, I would have thought it was caroling.
Oh, my verses. Oh, did you? We thought maybe you were going to say Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. But this is without my glasses. But he looks different today.
Looks different today.
Yeah.
Well, we were standing by a fence over there, so that might also be obscuring your vision.
Oh, okay.
But that was a DK celebration. And look, there's stickers of GoatVsFish on the PBRs. Here we have Bathord, just a random goat using the goat for shade. Shade granting goat. Shade granting goat. Here is another band called Imprecation. Imprecation. Sunshine, can you look up Imprecation? IMPRECATION. We've heard of implication. GoatVsFish has many implications, but imprecation? What in the verses is that? While Sunshine's doing the research, let's listen to this. Wow, they sound angry. Hey, I want to be a singer when I grow up. Oh yeah? What do you sound like? Powerful stuff. You might just be, I can fix Amber Heard, you might just be. Imprecation! What is the implication of imprecation? Imprecation 666. Oh, my verses. Oh, get out of the way, fence sitter. So, Sunshine, do we have any information about imprecation?
So, an imprecation, it is the act of imprecating.
Go on.
So, an imprecation is a spoken curse, malediction, or the act of calling down evil, calamity, or divine punishment upon someone. It is a formal or literary term for a swear word or an expression of intense anger. And to a sentence it can be used in is, the defiant fence-sitter continued to hurl imprecations and insults at the goat and fish.
Well versus, Sunshine. Well versus. Well versus. Well versus indeed. We feel that one. We feel that one. That just feels so true. That feels so true. I Can Fix Amber Heard says, okay, wait, so it's a word that describes the action of another word that also describes the action? That's just fence talk. That's defenseless. What are you even saying to goat versus fish?
Yeah, fencing is referring to the act of fencing one another. And fence is when you are sitting on the fence. So yeah, the action can have a definition, and the and the word describing that word can also have its own definition, related to the initial aforementioned definition.
Speaking of words, you have to spell them. That's what we heard. And here is Spell Official. Remember that band that we took a video of, except they already were almost getting off the stage. We didn't hear any music they made. Well, here they are. It's Spell Official taking a picture with Goat versus Fish. Sounds a bit like Capcom. It's Sunshine. It's everyone's favorite jukebox. Sunshine plays all the greatest hits.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
There they are, Spell Official. If you want to go find Spell Official and say, hey, I found out about you through Goat versus Fish, you can do it. That's Spell Official. And here's a fan of Spell that just they wanted to just take a bite out of the goat. They are a goat, and they wanted to eat the goat. How about that?
Yeah.
So this happened here during the Festiverses. This was some Goat versus Fish news. It goes a bit like this. So we see a goat here walking out towards the fish pond, and we can see some fence sitters squawking around in the yard there.
Oh, is that a chicken? Yeah, it's a chicken.
Then what happens? Oh, the fish goes to versus the goat. The fish goes to versus the goat. And what's the fence sitter doing? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing. It thought it was aiming for the grass, but it was actually ended up on pavement.
Well, the fish, we think the fish was just doing everything it could to versus that goat. Now, we've heard that this is sometimes what fish do if they're getting bullied by their fellow fish, and they're like, we want to get the fence out of here. But what kind of excuse for animal psychology is that when obviously the fish is trying to versus the goat? You don't need a degree in fish science to know about that. You don't need to have a PhD in behavioral fishology to know that fish wanted to versus that goat.
Whoa.
So, but really, whatever the motivations of the goat or the fish, it's really those silly fence sitters in the back just hurling horrible imprecations upon Goat versus Fish back there. Can you believe it? And here's more. Look, imprecation again. The fence sitter just. Goat and fish are. Need we say more? Fill in the verses, Sunshine. Fill in the verses. And you too, congregation. Goat and fish are blank blank. Need we say more? Goat and fish are blank blank. Need we say more? Fill in the verses. Fill in the verses. You have 12 seconds to fill in the verses, and then we continue watching the video.
Goat and fish are goat and fish.
Goat and fish are goat and fish.
Need we say goat and fish?
Need we say more? Now there are some context clues. Goat and fish are versing. I can fix Amber Heard. You've been studying.
Are unifying.
Goat and fish are... Goat and fish are at war! Goat and fish are at war! Goat and fish are at war! Many metal bands have goat versus fish baked right in. And goat versus fish, you say, but we want unification. It is the war that we abhor. It is the war that we abhor, goat versus fish. You say we abhor the war. We abhor the war. But just look out your front door. Just look out your front door. Goat and fish are at war. I'm gonna take your fish oil. You thought you could come onto the Goat vs. Fish Metal Morning Motivational and avoid such unpleasant topics as war? Not on the Metal Morning Motivational. Here, we recognize that goat and fish are at war! This glorious sticker of Goat vs. Fish. What guns are those? Are those squirt guns?
Amber Heard, you're silly. Squirt doesn't come from guns.
Where does it come from? Here is a sticker of Goat vs. Fish. Snags has to lurk. Celebration. Enjoy your lurking. Here is a giant water hydration tank. And Goat vs. Fish was passing by, and we saw a sticker of Goat vs. Fish. And Goat vs. Fish didn't even put that sticker there ourselves. It was someone else.
Psyop.
Celebration. Celebration. That's how we versus. It's time for Twisted Twister. Will it land on goat or will it land on fish? Let's find out.
On the fence. It's on the fence.
It's on the fence. It's on the fence. Kill it.
We have to reverse the verses. Reverse the whole verses. It was between goat and fish. We have to start all over again. We have to start it all again.
Try it again.
Good night, Nags.
Do you be goat? Behold, behold, goat versus fish in the wild. Behold, a wild goat versus fish. This is a most sacred thing. This is a most sacred thing. This one, oblivious to goat versus fish. And yet, look upon their shirt, look upon their hat.
Whoa, that's Fenceter apparel.
Oh no, it's goat versus fish.
But goat is on the hat and goat is on the shirt and fish is on the hat.
Yes, it's goat versus fish. It's like a shirt of goat versus fish. They're embodying the verses of goat versus fish. It's like this is goat versus fish. It's goat versus fish.
Is he goat or is he fish?
It's goat versus fish.
He's also Goat vs. Fish?
It is Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish. There are many Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish takes many forms.
Where's his towel?
That is just your perception of Goat versus Fish. That is just your perception of Goat versus Fish. Everyone perceives Goat versus Fish differently, and Goat versus Fish takes many forms.
But what does he know about versus?
This is Goat versus the Goat and the Fish. This is Goat versus Fish right here, right now. We said, hi, Goat versus Fish. Sometimes you can find goat versusing fish out there in the universe. Here we have a goat. Here we have a fish. And this one here, this glorious, beautiful one, is the very conduit, the verses, the field of verses itself on which the goat and fish are versusing. And so all together, it is goat versus fish, without them even knowing.
What's in the bag?
That's a fair versus.
He has something to hide.
They're hiding something from
He
goat
might be
versus
hiding fence-sitter eggs inside.
Oh, well, we didn't think about that. Some contraband in there, you think?
Yeah, it might be like one of those. It might be one of those inorganic fence-sitter eggs, which are banned in the state of Prop 65.
Out there in the universe, we look for goat, we look for fish, but sometimes we find goat and fish occurring naturally in the same verses, and we say, the universe is as it should be. It's goat versus fish. It's a beautiful thing to behold. So beautiful, the goat versus fish. Let's take a tour. Let's take a tour around the festival grounds. Here is Tankard Official. And as you know, a tank is like a tank of fish. So let's see. Lysergic Freakfish found some fish somewhere. Let's go have a look around. We go around the fence. Where are you going, goat versus fish? What's this? What's this behind the fence? It's a fish! It's a pond of fish!
Whoa.
It's a pond of fish! At the Metal Fest! Everyone thinks, the Metal Fest is just going to be goat, but you look around and you find fish! Were you expecting this, Sunshine? You seem very surprised.
There's fish in the pool?
There's fish in the pool. It's a whole pool of fish.
Wow. How do they even survive?
How do they survive? We think they are there for your survival. We suspect that if you get too hot, or maybe you're a little kid, then maybe they throw you in the Sea of the Fish to cool down, just in case. It may be a safety first kind of Sea of the Fish. They might throw you into the sharks. You're suffering heat stroke. We'll throw you to the sharks.
What about fence sitters? Do you tie a rock to their leg?
Do we tie a rock to their leg? Well, we want them to be free to choose goat or fish. So.
Oh, okay.
We're not trying to drown the fence sitter. We would much rather that they learn to swim like a fish. Or choose goat. They could be goat too.
As if we throw the fence sitters in there and see if they swim. If they swim, then they're fish.
And if they swim, they're fish.
Yeah.
A fair versus.
But if they want to jump out and get back on land, then they're goat.
Yes.
And then they can choose for themselves that way.
Yes, and if they pierce the side of the kiddie pool and deflate it, then they're obviously a pokety fence.
Oh yeah. If they destroy the kiddie pool or the above ground pool or the public pool.
How dare you destroy the pool, fence sitters? How dare you? There was a shark swimming in there. It was enjoying the Festiverses.
If they turn the public pool yellow and red at the same time, then they're fence sitters.
Honestly, it's really wild how you find so much goat and fish everywhere, like when you passively talk to a friend and all of a sudden your phone starts sending advertisements about what you talked about. You just start to notice goat versus fish. You start to notice it is everywhere. It's everywhere. This stream is not sponsored by Flamin' Hot Cheetos. But someone else is. But Cheetos chose fish. Flamin' Hot Cheetos chose the fish. Another big win for fish. Another big win for fish. But of course, goat versus fish. Always inspect your nutrition. Goat versus fish. Investigative versus. Is this a healthy fish? Should it be consumed in moderation? What are the ingredients? How many calories? Guaranteed fresh. Celebration for goat versus fish. Your uncertified health inspector looking out for each and every one of you. Who needs government regulation when you have goat versus fish? Padistador, are you goat or fish? Another mighty versus. At this versus, goat versus fish was just going around trying to find as many goat and fish to speak to as we could. We were here at the Festiverses. We want to find as many goat and fish as we can. This one puts a sticker of goat versus fish on their hat. That's always a beautiful versus. Always a beautiful versus. We had a nice, pleasant conversation. We had some goat. We had some fish. A beautiful celebration. And here we are, another fine celebration of goat and fish. Goat on the shirt. It's Jordist Priest and WY236. They're both fans now. They're fans now of goat versus fish. We had a pleasant conversation. It was a beautiful versus. Padistador chooses fish. Celebration for fish! Here we have two that approached goat versus fish, and they both wore the same shirt that said Aardvark. And it's like, wait, a versus? Wait, you've been down under before, haven't you?
Oh, down under?
Yes, have you not?
Well, yeah, I lived down under.
You lived down under. So here, these two were from down under, and they were both obsessing over aardvarks. Did you ever see anything called an aardvark down there?
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've heard of it? Well, they were both wearing these shirts, and one of them was a goat and one of them was a fish. So it sounds like both goat and fish are versing about whether the aardvarks are going to ally with the goat or the fish. And then the Aardvarks are a band, and they reposted that, so now Aardvarks have heard of Goat versus Fish.
Ooh.
Very nice verses. Very nice verses. Appreciation to all the YouTube viewers of Goat versus Fish. You are helping us achieve 3,000 watch hours. The poll on YouTube is 44% goat, 33% fish, 11% fence, and we are one unification with 11%. With 11%. Here we have some tattoos of goat. Tattoos of goat. Tattoos of goat. More tattoos of goat. It's 3 tattoos of goat. It's 3 goat tats all in one versus.
2 goat was not enough. We needed 3 goats.
Thank you, Goat versus Fish. We were just saying that. And here we have, you thought that the leather belt of Goat versus Fish was some cool stuff?
Whoa.
What if everything you were wearing was spikety like that? So this is one of the ones who sold Goat. They sold Goat versus Fish a belt. Psychic Buckeye tells us, hello everyone. I was trying to radiation for Goat, but it wasn't working. Well, celebration for Goat. Celebration for Psychic Goat. Connections getting fence. Goat. Have you ever found this? It comes out only in the goat side and not in the fish side. What the fence is going on?
You just riddle the wire around, and then both channels come back.
Oh, we hope so.
And also, I have the formerly farmer walkie-talkie thing over there with new batteries.
Oh.
If need be.
If need be. We don't think that's the verses. We can hear it. We can hear it just fine. It's just only going in the goat side, but not the fish. So here we are. That's style for you. That's some serious style here at Goat vs. Fish. Jojo Fraser says, I'm proud of you. You are worth it and are enough and you are loved. Aww.
Celebration.
Well, here's what we think about you, Jojo Fraser.
Oh, I think the radiation worked.
When we are able to resign ourselves to the wishes that will never come true, there can be enormous energies available within us for whatever we can do. This has been a Versus of Mr. Rogers. You are special.
Thank you, Jojo Fraser. Are you Goat or are you Fish? Feral Fox, welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. And here we are. The pin has arrived next to Saxon. We saw Saxon last year. Saxon indeed, and might we say, Jordas Priest, that this is a saxy picture. We think we can say that fairly and squarely. With Saxon right there, with Saxon front and center, this is a very saxy picture of Goat vs. Fish because we've got a pin that says Goat vs. Fish right there on the fanny pack. That's style.
You think fish were ever caught in those fishnet stockings?
Oh, probably. Why else would they call them fishnets?
Huh. You see, I think one fish broke out of the fishnet.
Oh, you think? Oh, one fish? Well, fishnets do have a way of breaking, it's true.
Yeah.
This fishnet's crumbling as we speak.
Yeah, so the fish escaped the fishnet.
Yes, well, it's sort of like basic verses. How do you catch a fish? Well, use a fishnet. And then you find out that there are more sophisticated ways to verses. But it remains a classic. But fish are always developing new technologies to get through those fishnets. Rip fishnets. That's Jordas Priest. Here's another photographer taking a picture with Goat vs. Fish. It's Nessa Photograph. Here is another gaggle of Goat and Fish who pictured with Goat vs. Fish. And then this fine photographer, they had their hoof all over it. You can see their hoof is all over the picture. And so the one who posted this tastefully put all the tags there and, well, listen, this is just the wildness of a fest. It's just what happens. You just have to be prepared for any eventuality, the chaos of the Festiverses. Here, tiny 1" by 1" Goat vs. Fish sticker. You can see it there by the handle of the camera. Tiny 1" by 1" Goat vs. Fish stickers. Get them now while Goat vs. Fish has to find a way to send them to you. And put them anywhere in places that are hard to reach for giant 2x2 and 4x4" stickers. The 1" by 1" sticker of Goat vs. Fish. It's a celebration. The gist of this is that Goat vs. Fish is so incredibly popular and excellent at making friends and tagging you on social media that eventually Instagram tells you that you've tagged too many people, Goat vs. Fish. You can't tag anyone for 24 more hours. You just have to wait and not do it anymore. That wasn't a C minor 911, was it? Because you have to be paid $20 versus American dollars to play that one.
Oh, no, you'll know when it's a C minor 911.
Who wants to give 2,000 bits to Sanshine? Tip 20 versus American dollars to hear a C minor 911. Jazz education. Please. They are a starving student, or maybe they were. Now they're just starving and they're not a student anymore. Help pay for Sunshine's education. 20 versus American dollars. C minor 911. It could be yours.
You can get a minor and a 911 in one card.
You get a minor and a 911. Wow, that's very subversive, Sunshine. But that's not it, though.
No, that's not it.
That's not it at all. Here is a goat with nails being stuck into its head, and its eyes coming out of a skull with a barbed wire fence behind it. Ooh. You may take away our ability to tag the Goat and Fish, but you cannot take our freedom to post pictures of goat skulls with nails in their heads. Meta. Here's a fish. Here's a fish. Just a fish. Look how comfortable they are with Goat versus Fish. This was a very drunk fish. They remembered Goat versus Fish. We had a picture with the fish. We enjoyed a conversation. It's beautiful verses. Sometimes that's what Goat versus Fish is all about. Just you and the fish. Impure devotion. Oh. They're not looking at Goat versus Fish. They're looking away. They're kind of looking away. They're kind of being coy, but they're not a koi fish. They're a goat. And these fish nets, these are a whole other kind of fish net.
I don't think they're taking Goat vs. Fish seriously.
You don't think so? You think that?
I think they might be looking at like alternate verses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, take Goat versus Fish seriously. Feral Fox Leet, are you goat or are you fish? Is that wizard? Oh, it is. It's Forest of Wires. Goat versus Fish, check your Patreon? Okay. Okay. Notifications. I Can Fix Amber Heard says, I just shaved my head. Oh, my verses. What have you done? We thought you were trying to grow the stick. Maybe if you shave your head, your stick will look larger by comparison? Celebration! Psychic Buckeye 12 has joined the humble congregation of Goat versus Fish! Down with fences, down with fence. The goat. The psychic power goat, psychic power goat. Psychic power goat, psychic power goat. Came from the Buckeye State. Can see your future fate. It's the psychic goat. It's the psychic goat. It's the psychic goat. Welcome back to the humble congregation. Psychic Buckeye 12. Appreciation. Appreciation for rejoining the humble congregation. For those of you who don't know, the Patreon of Goat vs. Fish is a great way to support Goat vs. Fish. Twitch takes a cut. But patreon.com/Goat vs. Fish is a great way to support Goat vs. Fish to make sure we get all that sweet, sweet monetization. So appreciation to our newest returning humble congregation member, Psychic Buckeye 12 Celebration! Appreciation! That's not an impure devotion. That's a true devotion to Goat versus Fish.
So they rode on his head in their first round.
Here is a picture of Goat versus Fish. Remember that fish from earlier who had the sticker of Goat versus Fish on their chest?
Yeah.
Later on, they said, hey, here's someone we know. Please, Goat versus Fish. Ask them, are you goat or fish? They help spread the verses of Goat versus Fish far and wide. It was a beautiful celebration. And so here we are. Behold, another goat joining the family. I am fish, they say. But this fish is pleased to bring another goat into the verses. I Can Fix Amber Heard said, did gifting Patreon help any? I imagine for those who joined and accepted the gift, if they didn't pay by the time the gift was up, they remained a free member. That is true, I Can Fix Amber Heard. That is true. I Can Fix Amber Heard. It is simply up to you. It is just another way to give to Goat versus Fish. If you gift a Patreon subscription, it's $5 American dollars to Goat versus Fish. If you gift a subscription on Twitch, it costs you $6. But Goat versus Fish only gets $3. But gifted Patreons, we think maybe It's up to you. It's up to you what you do, I Can Fix Amber Heard, and we appreciate you joining us for this experimentation. Here we have this goat. William Perkins. And we're going to find out more about this goat later, but just look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. That's a serious goat. That's a serious goat. And here is this wonderful picture. It looks very metal, doesn't it? Look at this coloration. It's like, wow, oh, so edgy, so cool. And then we said, please send us this amazing picture. And they sent it to us, and it was just a typical coloration, and it didn't look nearly as badass. So it's just a cool filter. But sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it just takes perceiving Goat vs. Fish a little different. Now we have Goat vs. Fish going back to Los Angeles and the Sanshine. Can you explain this to Goat vs. Fish? Are they trying to communicate that goat go one way and fish go another way, but they both go the same way? Or why is TSA having yellow highlighter on one versus but not on the other? And why is the blue arrow have such a outer highlight and the red one doesn't? What is this trying to say to Goat vs. Fish?
I think that the blue one with the highlighted one is trying to lure potential rodent fish into a fence-sitter trap.
Oh, so that's not the true one?
That's not the true one. The bottom one might be the true versus. It's not as fancy. There's no like appetizers. It's just raw dogging it. Yes. And that's just the TSA way.
Do we know which came first?
The one without the military hardware.
Well, we can tell you this didn't make things any clearer to Goat vs. Fish. We had to wait for 3 million years. But this is what we see. It does not come through clear. It doesn't come through clear, and yet, this is how, even in TSA, Goat vs. Fish is within everything. We think that the TSA was their best attempt at communicating Goat vs. Fish. Came out kind of fancy, but they're giving it a try. 3 million. How old is Goat vs. Fish? Well, in the beginning there was Goat vs. Fish. More reposts. The Scroll Keeper Band reposts Goat vs. Fish. Here, you want to talk about someone who's a real mosh master? This one here. This one here really moshed it up. This one was really throwing shoulders in there. You can tell. Don't fence around with this goat. But Goat vs. Fish isn't afraid. The fish is not afraid to versus this goat. Raffle says, are these photos from the slap fight tourney? These are photos from Hells Heroes VIII. But yes, there was probably some slapping happening there too. Some slap happening. Raffle, are you goat or fish? Here we see the verses shall set you free. It's enslaved official. But wait, Goat vs. Fish, you may say, how is it that you saw this band after you went through TSA? Recall that Goat vs. Fish had a post that said that Instagram was fencing us from being able to tag anyone for 24 hours. So we posted this after we once again gained permission to tag all of these fine bands and Goat and Fish. Is that the Blue Man Group? It's Enslaved Official. Celebration for Enslaved in the context of making musications. Why are they blue? We think it's just saturation. Why are you Raffle? Are you goat or fish? DJ Pasty, are you goat or fish? We're almost through Hells Heroes Festiverses. If you're feeling enslaved, choose goat or fish. Freedom is yours. Simply get off the fence.
Yeah, you can choose to not be slave.
That's what we heard. That's what we heard. That's not a controversial statement at all. We think this guy's choosing to be enslaved.
I choose my choice.
Goat and Fish, we are nearing the end of the Hells Heroes celebration. But we remind you as we near the close, that Goat have 2 subscriptions, Fish have 1. We're going to give a bonus subscription. We're going to give a bonus subscription to Psychic Buckeye because of their patronage. Mr. Quacks Hard, are you goat or are you fish? Welcome. Psychic Buckeye patronage. As a matter of verses, Psychic Buckeye, we're not just going to give you Psychic Buckeye for joining the Patreon of Goat vs. Fish for $5 American dollars. That's not just a subscription point. You join the Patreon of Goat vs. Fish, it counts for a whole versus. Joining the Patreon of Goat vs. Fish counts for a whole versus. Raffle asks, why does it say 9/11? What are you planning for the fish? Why does it say 9/11?
It's a lucky number.
For $20, for a tip of $20 American dollars, Sanshine will play for you the very expensive chord known as C minor 9/11. Help subsidize Sanshine's already conclusioned and graduated education with $20 American dollars to play for you an expensive chord known as C minor 11. Fish have $250. If you wish to make any donations, any subscriptions to Goat vs. Fish, now is your verses as we are nearing the very end of this Hells Heroes celebration. We're going into the 3rd hour of the stream, but we've got to get through this stream. We've got to get through the dream of Hells Heroes, but the verses is not over yet. Join Goat vs. Fish. Support Goat vs. Fish. Support Sanshine. Support the mighty verses. Because as this post clearly posts, Goat vs. Fish, who will win? Who will win? Who will win? That's what it's all about. Who will win, Goat and Fish? Who will win? So Goat vs. Fish encountered the Satanic Temple of Houston. How about that?
Oh, that's lovely.
That's lovely. There's much to be said here. We leave you to read this post on your own accord, but what we can tell you is that there were 2 goats and 1 fence sitter at the Satanic Temple of Houston. And we had a conversation with Goat vs. Fish, and they explained how they were seeking balance, and Goat vs. Fish said that trying to maintain balance at all verses is a fence sitter's dream, and that really you have to commit to goat or to fish. And we expressed that we want the goat to feel freedom, the freedom to choose goat or fish. And 2 of them were goat and 1 of them was on the fence. And they said something like, what if evil is good and what if good is evil? And Goat vs. Fish said, well, that sounds very fancy because there is no good or evil, there's only goat and fish. And then we said, hey, why don't you come on to the Goat vs. Fish live stream and you can present your case and we can find out if Satan is really a goat or if Satan is merely tricking you into thinking that Satan is goat, but really they're a secret fish. And they said, the Satanic Temple said, well, we have to be careful who we associate with. It's very important to consider our reputation. Do they trust Goat vs. Fish? Does the Satanic Temple trust Goat vs. Fish? We think we need a meeting of the minds. Another fine verses of Goat and Fish. Another fine verses of Goat and Fish between Viper Witch and Scarlet Poppies. Oh, my verses. Brutal goat versus fish. Powerful verses. And speaking of that powerful verses, here is another prime piece of content created by GoatVsFish. It has been shared across the interwebiverse. It has been shared across Instantgram. It is a multi-collaborative effort between band members of various bands and also GoatVsFish, from Antagonizer Florida to Viper Witch. Let's watch this amazing piece of interwebiverse content that the algorithm will try to hide from you, which is why you have to share it. DJ Pasty says, Goat, celebration for Goat.
All hail the goat! All hail the goat!
Hey guys, if you'd follow me on Twitch, I did Sanshine.
Oh, Sunshine wants some love, everyone.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new names in here.
We hear you. It's Sunshine. There's twitch.tv/It's Sunshine. Sunshine is our musication maker. And we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to go to twitch.tv/It's Sunshine. Sunshine is versing extra hard. They're putting in the extra hours today to get through our morning motivation. As you can see, Sunshine does streams of their own, and they deserve versus your support. Sunshine has 87 followers. Can we get them closer to 100? Can we get them closer to 100? GoatVsFish. We're going to check back after we review this Instagram story of GoatVsFish, and we want to see at least 88 followers for It's Sunshine when we come back, so you'd better follow. Check out this amazing content of GoatVsFish right here.
Or fish, are you goat or fish?
I am goat indeed. Observe my drapes. They are made of the flesh of many fish, aquatic species. And when I discarded them, they will go in the ocean for the fish to feed once again. And then they will be fish flesh once more.
So you don't mind that a whole bunch of fish are just going to be snacking on your pants in the future verses?
Well, it is the flesh of their brethren.
Ah.
So I care not.
Well, fish are used to eating fish. You might be doing the fish a favor.
It's better than microplastics, you know?
This is true. And that is why goats are best.
Celebration for goat, celebration for goat!
I will say.
Just been busy. So you have the Twitch switched on.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like narrating the verses.
I myself just got back from running a few errands.
Yay!
Very,
errands.
very interesting. Very interesting content.
You can leave it whenever.
1 day break. Saturday I came back to it, but just for an hour and a half.
Celebrate goat.
Hello, this is Bathsheba Demonochrist, aka Sarah from Antagonizer, and I would like to agree with my friend here from Viper Witch. Can we give me that? Give me that! That goat is supreme to fish. I am literally overflowing with knowledge about the ocean. Okay.
Tell us something about the ocean.
So, did you know, that fish are really dumb and stupid?
Dumb, stupid fish.
And like,
dumb, stupid fish.
No, that can confirm they do not.
This is very false.
It is false. So, goats do have feelings, okay? They actually have sensors in their horns.
Wait a minute, you're making the sound of a goat. Are you also a goat?
Yeah.
Celebration for goat! Celebration for goat! So we have a goat, and we have a goat. They say the fish have no feelings.
It's obvious. I've been baptized in the cum of the goat. It is supreme. It rules my life. I am goat. I am the goat.
Celebration for goat!
Hail!
Celebration for fish pants!
Yes, I will feed these pants back to the fish from whence they came. They will partake once more upon their brethren. And
Also, wait, plus. Oftentimes fish are filter feeders, which means they eat tiny little bits of floating in the water. Goats can eat anything. You can feed them broken glass and they'll be fine. It's just like me.
You have heard it now from the goats. The goats say that the fish are stupid and that the fish have no feelings, and they take the very flesh of the fish and they take their skin and they turn it into pants to wear, only to feed it to you again later with some kind of sadistic glee. Fish, are you going to let this be? Are you going to let this be? Or are you going to versus the goat?
Come to Hell's...
Swim like a goat does. Do not eat of the sea like a fish. A fish only eats doo-doo from other fish.
Yes. Come to Hells Heroes. There's heavy metal hot dogs, and the grass is absolutely delicious. Watch this.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
No.
Well, that all seemed like a very sensible conversation to goat versus fish. It might have been the best conversation we had all versus.
Yeah, she's undeniably goat. I think she's more goat than I am fish.
There, we post the story to you. Go ahead, give it a repost. Share this amazing piece of conceptual art we made in collaboration with Viper Witch and William Perkins, and also Sarah of Antagonizer, Florida. That was a beautiful versus. It really...
I can fit Amber Heard. I'll have you know that
such a beautiful versus.
while they said I eat doo-doo, they just ate grass that could have been doo-dooed on by other species.
Oh. Well, Lucid Nap says delicious grass.
That's because it's been fertilized.
Time to refresh. It's the moment of verses. Will Sanshine have 88 followers or more? Celebration! Celebration! 88 followers for Sunshine Celebration! But are some of you still hesitating? Are some of you still hesitating? Can we get Sunshine to 90? Can we get Sunshine to 90? As a matter of goat versus fish, when we were live for 5 hours yesterday versus, part of the reason that Goat vs. Fish was live was because we wanted to reach 4,300 Instagram followers, and we did. Now we're at 4,304. Appreciation of the congregation. Here we have Dylan Pix, who has already outed themselves as Lysergic Freakfish, taking a picture. And what is this illumination? What is this amazing illumination? Even though Goat won Hells Heroes VIII, Goat did win Hells Heroes VIII, we gave Fish of the Verses to Lysergic Freakfish for recording Goat vs. Fish, invitationing Goat vs. Fish to brunch, and for finding fish like that fish in the kiddie pool, like that fish backpack, and sending pictures of the fish to Goat vs. Fish. When you are out at the Festiverses, seek out Goat, seek out Fish, learn about the verses, send them to Goat vs. Fish. Dylan Pix, Lysergic Freakfish, Fish of the Verses. Fish of the Verses! More goat and fish. Just at the end of the verses, just trying to find every last goat and fish we can. Are you goat or fish? Some like it hot. Others like it lukewarm. They were just cracking jokes at goat versus fish. They were like, are you really goat versus fish? Yes, I'm really goat versus fish. So then, goat versus fish. Oh yes, now we're sort of in some reverse verses. Here we have, in the after party, we have Magic Sword. And we have to say that this band looks very goat versus fish. So this is after everyone's gone real heavy with the metal, and they're like, let's have something we can really dance to. So they all have these V shapes on their heads, which is like the V of the verses, and it's like there's a goat and a fish, and there's a fence sitter in between them. It just strikes us as very goat versus fish in his presentations. It's a magic sword! Whoa! Even Lucid Nap says Magic Sword is one of my favorites. And what we can say about this this magic sword is that Goat vs. Fish doesn't always like this sort of heavy electronification, dance musication. It can feel a bit synthetic to Goat vs. Fish. But here they've got real keys and they've got real shredding, so it kind of brings it back to a natural versus. Goat and Fish are at war once more. And here, this is the big finale. Blood, Fire, Death tribute. A tribute to Goat, a tribute to Goat. And they pulled out all the verses for this one. Check it out, check it out, check it out! Oh! Fire! So for the whole Festiverses, everyone's going fast and speeding around and moshing quick. But then we get to the end and everyone just likes to stand around and headbang and listen. And it's a tribute to Goat. It's a whole full album tribute to Goat. An ancient metal goat, an ancient metal goat. I sent the image to Goat vs. Fish. Thank you for sending the image to Goat vs. Fish. And here we have Christian, who is a goat and who is one of the leaders, founders, maybe not the founder, but for the last 5 years, they are essentially the beating and bleating heart of Hells Heroes itself. Yes, Goat vs. Fish is here with the master of the very festival itself. And the master of the festival declared Goat. All hail the Goat. And it was reposted. Thank you, Sanshine. It was reposted by I Am Baka. It was reposted by the festival photographer. It was reposted by Hells Heroes itself. Everyone knows now. Hells Heroes approves Goat vs. Fish. And the master of Hells Heroes has declared Goat. The master of Hells Heroes declares Goat! And there's that fish. And there's Hells Heroes. And there's that versus that we saw earlier of Goat vs. Fish drinking the inebriation. And there's the shirt of Goat vs. Fish you can get at the store of Goat vs. Fish. Goat and Fish, this has been the Hells Heroes Festiverses review. It's been Metal Week on Goat vs. Fish. It's been Metal Week on Goat vs. Fish. Let's do a quick count. Let's do a quick count. Quick count for Goat vs. Fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Goat. That's a versus for Goat. As for bits of contribution, 250 for Fish, none for Goat. There have been no donations made in the name of Goat, though there have been Patreon patrons in the name of Goat, and that counts for a versus. As for subscription, 1 for Fish, 3 for Goat. That's a versus for Goat. Checking the YouTube poll now, checking the YouTube poll. Checking the YouTube poll. Fish. Oh, no, Goat. Goat wins the YouTube poll. 45% goes Goat. Goat may have stuttered in the previous verses. Losing their streak to Fish. Fish came into versus that Goat. Cut their streak in half, but now Goat reclaims the verses. Celebration for Goat. As Amber Heard's stick grows longer, Goat claim the verses back from the Fish. Celebration for Goat! Celebration for Goat! And Weed Pipe says, I sent you an image. Where did you even send this image to GoatVsFish? Is it a direct message to GoatVsFish? Is it in the Discord of GoatVsFish? You'll have to tell us. Goat and Fish. It's been a long metal week of celebration. Goats come out on top. This has been 50 glorious episodes of GoatVsFish Morning Motivation, and we're going to give you 50 more. It's Sanshine. Still with 88. Let's see if we can get Sanshine to 89. Sanshine, we've been going long. This has been a long one, but of course we will give you Sunshine time if you wish it. What is your desire?
I'll take 2 minutes of sunshine time.
Take 2 minutes of sunshine time. Goat and Fish. We will even give you a radiation if you really wish.
Oh, I might be all streamed out today.
Might be all streamed out today. Goat and Fish, it's Sunshine time. Sunshine, you may say whatever you wish. You may share whatever you wish. You may even go back to playing that delicious jazz. Goat and Fish, Sunshine. We want to give a special verses to Sunshine. Sunshine, as your time begins, we want to raise our hooves and we want to raise our fins. All as one, all in the congregation, all watching on YouTube and Twitch. Wherever you are watching GoatVsFish, we want you now to show your appreciation, to show your extra special appreciation to Sunshine, who's been here all the time. Soft, jazzy musications become harsh, loud, screeching, moving, moshing, metal, aggravations. Do they question GoatVsFish? Do they complain to GoatVsFish? No. When we ask for Sunshine to bring the metal, they bring it to the GoatVsFish show, stepping out of their comfort zone, showcasing their flexibility, their devotion, their education, their celebration, and their contribution to the congregation of GoatVsFish. So if you don't follow It's Sunshine on Twitch, follow It's Sunshine, that's S-A-N Shine on Twitch. And if you already follow It's Sunshine on Twitch, you can follow Sunshine on Instagram at Music by Sunshine. Goat and Fish, let's get some sun in the chat for our musication maker who made Metal Week versatile, Sunshine.
Hey guys, it's been quite a week. Happy 50th episode, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us while we do Metal Week. Thank you for putting up with the 3 riffs I kind of know. I made that work the whole week, hopefully. So much has been done today. I think there was people were talking about a shark BFF. So much happened. Fish may have broken out of fish nets. People have eaten grass on behalf of goat. The verses took a wild verses today. But I'm just here to say that there'll be more next week. But before next week, there'll be more happening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. PST of Sunshine Time on my Twitch channel called It's Sunshine with an A. And I love you too, I Can Fitz Amber Heard. And we have to work on the shark BFF terms. Also, I'll say I love Fence for a certain amount of American dollars.
How much?
At least 3 digits.
At least 3 digits.
Yeah.
Well, we were going to say that if you want to give the 3 digits, you can tip Sunshine directly. Remember, you can always tip Sunshine directly on the Sunshine stream. But GoatVsFish, we will not stop you from doing it here either. It's up to you. It's up to you what you do.
I'll say I love Fence, but I won't join Fence. But you have to pay like 3 digits.
You've never been on the fence. You've been Goat and you've been Fish. You've been sponsored by Big Fence, but you've never been on the fence.
Yeah, I've never been on the fence. But yeah, with that being said, there's always room in goat or fish for those who are indecisive. And I encourage you guys to choose a side.
We wish to give our congratulations to Sanshine. Sanshine, you have become a real streamer today because you have expressed that your love for a member of the chat is for sale for 3 digits.
Thank you.
You've become a real streamer.
Yay!
Love for sale!
Now to sell you terrible energy drinks and overpriced cookies.
You've done it.
Alright, guys. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow on Sunshine Time at 2 p.m. PST on It's Sunshine. And guys, please follow my Twitch channel. It's Sunshine.
Well, let us tell you this, please. Sunshine. Whenever we see a versus like this and we go, oh, we implore them to follow, and then we don't get any more follows. Remember this. It just might mean that everyone here already follows you, and that is a celebration.
Celebration! Everyone follows me already.
Sometimes we can become so concerned with something new that we forget about the verses that's already within you, that's already true. Appreciation, Goat and Fish, for joining Goat vs. Fish on this Metal Week, closing out 50 episodes. But Goat and Fish, the versus returns on Monday. This has been your Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivation! Will Goat vs. Fish see you next year at Hells Heroes? Do you want Goat vs. Fish at your Festiverses? Send a message to Goat vs. Fish. It's going to be a mighty versus. Who wants a shout out? Who wants a shout out? Who's in the congregation? Ham Mods is motivation. Celebration for Ham Mods. Celebration for I Can Fix Amber Heard. Celebration for Keepa or Keepo. Me, I Can Fix Amber Heard. Their stick grows longer every day. DJ Pasty, celebration. Who wants their final motivation? We believe in you, DJ Pasty. We believe in you, Ham Mods. We believe in you, Keepa or Keepo. 30 more followers, then it will match Sunshine. We believe in you, I Can Fix Amber Heard. But let us tell you, the fence sitter is no match for a true fish. Maybe if you were a goat, you could match Sunshine. Maybe if you were a goat. A fair versus Keepa or Keepo. Goat, 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 goat. Celebration! Thank you for all your support of Goat vs. Fish. And of course, as promised, we need to make this easier to find for Goat vs. Fish. As promised, the generous patrons of Goat vs. Fish, which now includes Psychic Buckeye 12, in the humble congregation, as well as Walter Pruitt in the elite humble congregation, and Issa Killer TTV, who changed their name recently to Prism Bloom here on Goat vs. Fish. They're all part of the congregation of Goat vs. Fish, as is Ben Birdperson, the Quacksnader, Jimmy Wrench, Mama Joe, Brahma Joe, Standard Average, Tugger Rugger, Hogrim, Eldergrown, Uber Kitten, Padistadora, Eventually Gold, Karmic, Crew, Lawrence, Atro, Sourdough, Watt, 9807, That One Book Guy, Napoleon, Noob, I Can Fix, Amber Heard, and Drew. Percules, Canada, Rami, Appreciation. Join the Patreon of Goat vs. Fish. Kodicus says, hello, I'm from Orlando. Are you guys down for a raid? We are. We were just finishing, Kodicus. We were just finishing. However, you're not live. A raid. Who wants to raid Goat vs. Fish, and how many viewers do they have? We were really about to go always tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow it shall be. We've done a lot of morning motivation, and there's always more radiations to come. Now, if you told us that T-Pain was ready to raid Goat vs. Fish, then we would stay, of course. Oh, News Junkie with 25. News Junkie with 25. It's been a long versus of Goat versus Fish. News Junkie rated Goat versus Fish. A versus ago rated Goat versus Fish. A versus ago. We're going to say appreciation to the News Junkie. We will take their radiation in a future versus. We'll take their radiation in a future versus. Appreciation. If they are going to raid Goat versus Fish, we want to give them all the verses that we can. But it's been a long one here on Goat versus Fish. It's been a long Heavy Metal Fest versus. So appreciation to the News Junkie. Appreciation to the News Junkie. But we will decline this time. We will decline this time. But we will give a shout out to the News Junkie. Just for even the consideration. And thank you, Codigus, for coming back. Goat and Fish, the YouTube stream is about to end. Appreciation for all the YouTubers.